If you try to render our police weak and impotent, if you forsake the people's public safety, we're not only organizing, but we are mobilizing, and we will become the mayor-elect and his supporters' worst enemies, worst nightmare.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
Curtis Sliwa, who was the spoiler, definitely. I don't know if the people that voted for Curtis Sliwa would have voted for Cuomo. I don't know that that's true. Yeah. I don't know. They might, because he's such a radical, divisive type of candidate. They probably, if they didn't vote for Curtis Sliwa, might not have voted, or they might have voted for Zohran Mamdani. I don't know. But he had a little veiled threat, which I don't think is helpful at this point. The man just got elected. Okay. Yeah. He's not threatening New Yorkers. He's not, actually he's out in the streets with all of the New Yorkers, right? Yeah. And he thanked all of the New Yorkers as well. He did have a message for the president, who is threatening to withhold funds and to bring in ICE and do all of the things that disrupt whatever progress he could have. Just know that this man's mayoralty is going to be very much under siege, because the president of the United States has determined that this was an affront to everything that president stands for. So he's going to try to make the people suffer and blame it on him. So we got to know that coming in. But here's what Curtis Sliwa said yesterday.
Let me warn our new leader. If you try to implement socialism, if you try to render our police weak and impotent, if you forsake the people's public safety, we're not only organizing, but we are mobilizing, and we will become the mayor-elect and his supporters' worst enemies, worst nightmare.
Didn't sound like he had a whole lot of people there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Ooh, scary. Sound like it was three people screaming and clapping. But, those three people deserve to be heard, I guess. But your police. So, Drew, I also want to say, if you live in a healthy community, policing looks different. Because the community, you ain't going to just be coming and raping and robbing and stuff. If you live in a community, my neighborhood, we had we had two brothers that were on drugs, but we all knew who it was. So it was like, knock, knock, knock. Hey, stop doing what you're doing. Yeah. It's like, my dad would go up, hey, we're not doing that here. It stopped.
Yeah.
We didn't have to call nobody. Things got handled because we're in community. And, when you see an overly aggressive policing, there's something dysfunctionally wrong with that community at the top, So I'm for a reimagining of what policing should look like. And if Zohran Mamdani has some ideas, especially in a city like New York, and New York is not wildly dangerous in and of itself. There's something functionally broken in the places where there is a lot of violence and crime or whatever. But crime has been down everywhere. Including New York City. So, Curtis, get out there with your tambourine, your beret, your karate ninja moves. Let's go. Like, police your community, bro, in Staten Island.
Start at home.
Yeah. Yes.
Because I can tell you right now, I have felt safer in New York City walking the streets at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning than I have on the streets of San Francisco at times. In the daytime post-COVID. That's just a fact in terms of crime. And so the fact that crime is down in so many of the places that the federal government and people who are sycophants to the current administration want to constantly point out, particularly cities that have high populations of people of color, particularly Black folks. But in those cities, crime is down significantly in almost all of those cities that are being targeted, that they keep trying to ring the bell on, which I think it's not even a dog whistle. It's just a regular whistle.
Yeah. Nah. We can all hear it. We all can hear the whistle. 866-801-8255. Drew McCaskill is here. I want to get into some other things, but I'm leading to something because it was clear to me as I went to vote this time, and the outcome of the election, which showed me everything that I've been saying, that when we show up in numbers, we win. And when I say we, I mean the people, we the people, all of the folk out there scared to vote or feeling like my vote doesn't matter or that parties are the same. As I laid out yesterday, this is the Democratic Party, and I'm not shilling for them, but there's a big tent that has room for people like AOC and Zohran Mamdani and Nancy Pelosi, who's just stepping down, and Chuck Schumer, who should probably step down. And, there's a Jasmine Crockett in the same party with Joe Manchin, who I think he's stepping down, but I'm saying it's a broad spectrum. But more importantly, when we show up, we get to determine what those folk look like.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.